A very warm welcome and greetings to each one of you. It's a proud privilege to be back in Hyderabad on the occasion of India Geospatial Forum, which is its 18th version of the series of conference which began on 7th of October 1998. A long way has come since we started this initiative, and all of you have witnessed how the technology has penetrated in almost every walk of our life, be it our business life, our social life, and unfortunately sometimes in our personal lives as well. I would like to welcome important dignitaries on this occasion. We have a group of very eminent personalities who are joining us this morning and will be sharing their thoughts with us throughout the day and few other days to follow. At the outset, I would like to welcome Mr. Venkataraman, CEO of L&T, who has kindly agreed to be with us despite very hectic schedule. He had his board meeting yesterday and just flew after that. Mr. Aras Pawar, the chairman of an IIT. Dr. Shailesh Nayak, Secretary, Minister of Earth Sciences, a great supporter and one of us who has been associated with this technology for long. Mr. K.K. Singh, Chairman, Rolta India. Mr. R.S. Sharma, Secretary, Department of Information Technology, the man who is driving the digital agenda of the country. And we also have on this occasion heads of government departments from Bangladesh, Bhutan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Nepal, who have very graciously responded to our call for building geospatial information collaboration in the SAARC nations. So I would like to welcome the heads of delegations and our colleagues from industry, Bhupinder, Bert, Chris, Mark Rackard, and Dr. Prithvish Nag, who is the Vice Chancellor of Kashi Vidyapith, one of the oldest universities, and my friend Vasanta Srestha. They should put some more light so that I can see the faces. Thank you very much to all of you for having joined us this morning. Well, before this meeting began, we had a SAARC forum yesterday, and we had a very exciting executive summit of 30 executives in Goa. And these 30 executives in Goa last week met from worldwide, and they were responsible for driving their organizations and divisions globally. And what was the outcome of that 30 executives is this is the most exciting time for geospatial community. And we need to collaborate, synchronize, coordinate our strategies and our efforts to make this exciting time and convert that into a greater time for this industry and this community. And that's the message which came out of that small group of 30 executives last week. I do fully endorse and acknowledge that, and I firmly believe in that. Geospatial industry is moving through a very exciting transformation process. From being a map, it is now information, and from being a map, information, it is now becoming and going through the process of industrialization. I do remember and recall Professor V.S. Ramamurthy talking about that any industry goes through science, technology, infrastructure, and industrialization process. And geospatial technology also went through the process of science, technology, and SDIs and infrastructure, and currently going through the process of industrialization. And this process of industrialization is something where the geospatial technology and information actually gets converged, integrated, and embedded into the solutions and the businesses and the governance as a whole. And that is what exactly is happening at the moment. And this technology is not only getting part of the industrialization, but also becoming more and more recognized globally at the political level, business entrepreneurship level, governance level, and social level as well. We do have, I would like to mention some of the initiatives like Global Geospatial Information Management Initiative of United Nations. So United Nations has set up its 20th expert group in its history of 70 years on GGIM, which is on geospatial information. G20 made a resolution to use geospatial information for disaster management and natural resource management. Rio's Plus 20 Summit adopted several resolutions where they made a mention of geospatial information and technology. And these international multilateral organizations have been putting a big emphasis on this information for addressing several of challenges which our world faces today. And that's a great recognition, and all that is culminating into bringing more and more partnerships and alliances. So what it makes the industry to grow, and when the industry starts growing, we go to another level of maturity. And that level of maturity is joining hands together. Several companies have been partnering with each other, and I'm very pleased to see a couple of big announcements which has taken place in last 1 week. To mention two of those announcements related with the SRI company, where they partnered with Google for outreaching the Google Geospatial Enterprise customers, as well as they also announced yesterday in Washington, D.C. about partnering with Leica Geosystems for the content, which is aerial content. So the current content, which is the key for getting into any information solution, is, at the moment, I can categorize that into two categories. One, content which is very real-time, very dynamic, which you use in the social media and social purposes. And second level of content is, which is very, very professional information, which we use in building infrastructure, managing infrastructure, building cities, railways, transportation, oil and gas, energy, mining. That's a very qualitative and serious content which we talk about, and that content has to be supported with very strong authentication process, so that when we make those business decisions, those decisions are secured as well. So that's what is actually bringing back a very serious debate around the world on what is going to be the role of the national governments and how can they facilitate and kind of provide a guideline for transaction of geospatial information and for authentication of geospatial information. And globally, there are several governments have been talking about creating a national geospatial strategies that will integrate efforts of existing organizations and bring together a global view, or rather national view of this technology. And when this national geospatial strategy comes in place, that also talks about the policies, infrastructure, and very important, the education and capacity development. And these are the new dimensions and the new opportunities which are opening up. Well, I have no hesitation in saying that geospatial industry today would be almost about to the size of $150 billion. One of the presentations in Goa talked about cadastre, changing role of cadastre in the world economy. And Dutch cadastre, which is one of the leading cadastre organizations, talked about at least $100 billion opportunity lying in the field of cadastre worldwide only. Chinese government has come up with a statement of about $42 billion size of the Chinese market in the field of geospatial technology only. And putting together all this, I have no doubts in seeing that this is a very exciting industry and also opening up for the large business houses. In fact, yesterday only the Harvard Business Review actually ranked one of the leaders of geospatial technology to be the 23rd amongst the best performing CEOs worldwide. And these things are basically, attracting attention to this place. I would like to suggest that all of us should look at expanding our horizons, look at integrating and inviting more and more business houses, so that we also get required capital, required managerial skills, as well as the kind of capability we need to sometimes make policy reforms which are very, very important at the national and international levels. Coming back to the India story, we are all very excited here in the India, and India as a country is making a lot of progress. We have a very stable, strong, and visionary government at the moment in place. Yesterday only we heard about the estimation of 7.4% growth annually. 2 months back, World Bank and IMF talked about that 2017 will be the time when India will be the fastest growing market in the world. I think those estimations are very, very, real, because whatever we are seeing in the current government, it takes time. India is a country with about 1.25 billion people, and we have a very large democracy, so everything takes time. But few of the initiatives which we see is in the field of transportation or energy or rural development, land reforms, opening up e-commerce, insurance sector, waterways, all that getting together, being converged at smart cities is something which is exciting. And when you talk of smart cities, that's where the geospatial information cuts across every activity and every infrastructure which we have in smart cities. And these are the kind of backgrounds we have. Our Prime Minister has been very, very supportive of this technology. We had the privilege of having him about 3 years back in the same conference hall addressing our gathering. He has also taken initiatives actually, he already made a direction to make use of space technology to all the ministries. And I believe that next week he's reviewing the policies and the strategies of each ministry with regard to geospatial and space technology. That's very, very, commendable work which he's doing, and I think it's a very exciting time for all of us, and we should be able to really take advantage of this. Yesterday we had the Honorable Minister for Science and Technology addressing this gathering. He talked about economic viability, sustainability of the geospatial agencies, as well as the geospatial strategies. That is very clear direction of opening up to the private sector, opening up to the commercial sector, and I think that's the key, statement which I picked up from his address yesterday. So with this, I would like to, welcome each one of you. Though I have a job to say at least 1 minute about my company, which is Geospatial Media and Communications. We have been in this business for the last 17 years, promoting and advocating for this technology, and we currently are proud to be present in every continent except Australia. Maybe we'll be present in that continent as well soon. We run in 3 divisions, which is outreach and business development, and second division is policy, advocacy, and commercial research, and third division is media and public relations. So we try to use each and every platform possible to become a knowledge center and make our own contribution in this world economy and society. Thank you very much.